Bethany Wray, and I'm a teaching artist at Methow Arts, which is a nonprofit art organization located in Twist, Washington. Those of us at Methow Arts know that this year is unusual and that you're most likely doing a lot of your learning from home. Well, one of the great things about art is that you can pretty much do it anywhere. You can do it at home, in your bedroom, you can even do it in the kitchen. If you have a backyard, you can even do it outside in your backyard. So we're going to do a little bit of art today, and we're going to use our imaginations and creativity to create these dotted, colorful mandalas. And what you're going to need for this project is some markers. I have some rainbow markers in front of me right now, and coffee filters, and a little water bottle like this, or a spray bottle full of water. So feel free to go ahead and pause the video and gather all of these supplies, and then come back and press play once you have everything gathered. Welcome back. So hopefully by now you have all your materials. And before we get started with our art project, we're going to read together first this book, one of my favorites, called The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. "There!" Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment, "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I bet that made her feel good to see her picture in a nice gold frame. I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow, she discovered that she could make, what does blue and yellow mixed together make? A green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Wow, look at all those fun dots. All different kinds. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Why do you think the boy's pencil shook? Do you think he might have been a little nervous? Probably. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, what do you think she said? "Please sign it." The end. All right, so we are ready to get started on creating, but before we get started with making our awesome dot mandala, what is a mandala? Well, here's an example of a mandala. And mandalas are used all over the world in different cultures, and a lot of times they have repeating symbols that are really important to that culture. So instead of using repeating symbols, kind of like this mandala, we're going to keep things simple and we're just going to do some colorful dots. Okay, so the first step you're going to do is you're going to take your coffee filter and you're going to fold it once in half, so you have this shape, and you're going to fold it again and then one more time. So all together, you're going to fold your coffee filter 3 times. So let's go over that one more time. So here is my coffee filter. I'm going to fold it once, twice, and then 3 times. Okay? So now I have this little triangle that I'm working with, and I'm just kind of smush it down with my fingers just to make sure it's folded over nicely. And I'm going to take my spray bottle and I'm just going to spritz it. Now you just want to do this a couple times because you don't want it super damp. You don't want it to be dripping. Just a little moist, okay? Just a little damp. So now that I've done that to my coffee filter, I'm ready to begin my design. For this design, I'm going to use a repeating pattern of colors. So I'm going to do a rainbow design. And I'm going to do about 3 rows of each color. So I'm going to first start off with my pink marker, and I'm going to just put a dot on top. So 1, and then 2, and then I got 3 very, very teeny tiny rows, okay? But I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to do the same thing to the back. So whatever you do on the front, you want to flip over your coffee filter and do the same thing on the back. And I'm just going to keep going. So now I'm going to work with orange, and I'm going to do again 3 rows of orange dots for a nice little rainbow design. And I'm going to stop and then flip it over and then do 3 rows on this side. And you're just going to keep doing that until your whole coffee filter is filled up with dots. So go ahead and pause the video right here and you can get going on your dots, and then we'll meet each other again after I filled mine up too. Okay, so once you have covered your entire coffee filter triangle with all the colorful dots that you want to use on both sides, so both front and back, now you're ready to open it up. So I'm going to go ahead and open mine up. And ta-da! You hopefully have a beautiful, colorful mandala, and you can continue to make as many as you want. And at this point, you can think about maybe where you want to put it in your house, or you can even give it to someone as a gift. All right, I hope you enjoyed making your very own colorful mandala with me today, and I look forward to the next time that we can create some art together. Bye for now.